Live streaming. I brought my husband along. Why don't you sit here?
As long as it doesn't interfere with this.
They're gonna bother you? Sure. I can find a different spot.
Fine.
Oh, yeah. That's all I'm looking at. Not being really, this is how it's
And I'm Cameron Novak. We are juniors here at RTR, and we'd like to welcome all of you to the 2024 Homecoming Coronation. We have some fun and exciting things planned for tonight, and we hope you all enjoy the program.
We will now introduce our 2024 class representatives. Our junior representatives are Tegan O'Leary and Owen Peterson. Owen is the son of Glenn and Lottie Peterson. He has two siblings, Emmett and Granny. He is involved in FCCLA, and his favorite thing about school is his role model is his mom because she is hardworking. Tegan is the daughter of Tim and Stacy O'Leary. She has one older sister, Shay. She is involved in basketball, golf, and honor society. Her favorite thing about school so far is making slime during biology. And she views her role model as Princess Diana because she is always kind and used her money and fame to help the less fortunate.
Our sophomore representatives are Morgan Apple and Braxton. Our sophomore representatives are Morgan Apple and Braxton Hess. Braxton is the son of Craig and Tiffany Hess. He has two brothers, Brooks and Peyton. He is involved in football, basketball, and baseball. Braxton thinks that high school isn't as bad as he thought it would be so far, and is happy to have a lot of classes with his friends. He views his dad as his role model because he is a great dad, and Braxton wants to teach his kids the same things his dad has taught him. Morgan is the daughter of Kelly and Michelle Apple. She has four brothers, Braden, Colton, Donovan, and Gavin. She is involved in volleyball and softball. Her favorite thing about the school year so far is being in classes with different friends than last year. And she views her parents as her role models because they've always been there for her and respond to situations in a positive manner and always help her to find the good in every situation. Our freshman representatives are Monique Martinez and Lachlan Matson. Lachlan is the son of Alan and Laura Matson. He has one sister, Adelia. He is involved in FFA, knowledgeable, speech, basketball, cross country, and golf. His favorite thing about the school year is seeing his friends go, and he looks up to Michael Jordan. MJ was someone who was very devoted to his career, and he would one day like to have that amount of devotion for something. MJ was also very competitive and really liked to win. Lachlan really likes to win too. Monique is the daughter of Jose and Elizabeth Martinez. She has one brother, Jonathan. She is involved in basketball and FFA. Her favorite thing about the school year so far is seeing all of her friends. Her role model is her boss, Chris Rodriguez, because he has taught her everything about working and how to stay content with what you have while working for what you want.
At this time, we would like to introduce to you our 2024 Homecoming Prince and Princess. Our 2024 Prince and Princess are Nora Gravely and Caden Woogie. Our Prince, Caden, is the son of Chris and Kim Woogie. He's in first grade and has one sister, Collins. His favorite color is gold, and he loves to combine and work in the fields. His favorite sport is football, and his favorite thing about school is recess. When he grows up, he wants to be a farmer. Our princess, Nora, is the daughter of Darren and Chelsea Bradley. She is also in first grade and has three siblings, Harper, Kaylee, and Elliot. Her favorite color is teal. She loves to bake, and her favorite sport is volleyball. Her favorite thing about school is art class, and she wants to be a dentist when she grows up.
Now for our 2024 Homecoming King and Queen candidates. Our first King candidate is Eli Detterman. He is escorted by his parents, Chris and Amy Detterman. He has four siblings, Faith, Elizabeth, Silas, and Zach. He is involved in football, basketball, baseball, FFA, and honor society. He plans on obtaining a doctorate degree in chiropractic. His favorite thing about school so far is attending the CEO program in the mornings. He recognizes his father as his role model because He is the reason for who Eli is today by teaching him how he should treat others by showing him the rights and wrongs throughout his life. Our first queen candidate is Adelia Matzner. Adelia is escorted by her parents, Laura and Alan Matzner. She has one brother, Lachlan. She is involved in volleyball, basketball, FFA, Honor Society, Student Council, speech, and Knowledge Bowl. After high school, she plans on majoring in biology on the pre-med track to become a physician. Her favorite thing about the school year so far has been sleeping in and coming to school later to school because she has PSEO classes in the morning. She recognized Taylor Swift as her role model because she is the music industry. Our second king candidate is Chase Christensen. Chase is escorted by his parents, Terry and Shauna Christensen. He has two sisters, Kaya and Allie. He is involved in baseball and basketball. He plans on majoring in egg business and to work for his dad as a crop insurance agent. His favorite thing about the school year so far is that he doesn't have to show up until 10:45 a.m. And he states that his role model is C.J. Stroud, an NFL quarterback who doesn't make football his identity, it is just his platform. Our second queen candidate is Trinity Bloom. Trinity is escorted by her parents, Tim and Carrie Bloom, and Tessa Laney. She has 10 siblings. Trinity is still nailing down exactly what she's going to do after high school. She's hoping to go to New York College in Nebraska to pursue a pre-med degree, which will eventually lead to becoming a nurse. She is involved in FCA, Student Council, and Honor Society. Her favorite thing about the school year so far is that she only has to be there for 3 class periods, and then she gets to go home. One of the people she looks up to the most in the world is her sister Morgan. She always has been someone who she can count on and tell her exactly how it is without hesitation, even if it's annoying. Even though she is mostly serious, being able to laugh and mess around with each other is one of her favorite things.
Our next king candidate is Luke Shears. Luke is escorted by his parents, Matt and Terry Shears. He has 2 younger sisters and 1 younger brother. He is currently involved in football, basketball, track, and honor society. After high school, he plans to attend college for physical therapy. His favorite thing about school so far is lunch. He states that LeBron James is his role model because he is the GOAT. Our next queen candidate is Jenna. Jenna is escorted by her parents, Rick and Shannon Gosson. She has 2 sisters, Jaden and Jacqueline. She's involved in basketball, golf, speech, and honor society. After high school, she plans to study psychology in college. Her favorite thing about the school year so far is the Friday night football games. Jenna chose her sisters as her role models because she looked up to them growing up and tried to follow in their footsteps. Jenna states that they are the prettiest, most successful girls she knows.
Our fourth king candidate is Brooks Hess. Brooks is escorted by his parents, Craig and Tiffany Hess. He has 2 brothers, Braxton and Peyton, and he is involved in football and wrestling. He plans to go to college for a business degree. Brooks' favorite thing about school so far is being in Mr. Vice's class for the first 3 hours of the day. And he states that his dad is definitely his role model because of his mental and physical strength when getting through anything in life. How he can make something out of nothing and how he can fix anything that Brooks brings to him after breaking. Our 4th queen candidate is Brooke Sanderson. Brooke is escorted by her parents Tim and Lori Sanderson. She has 1 brother, Logan. She is involved in FCA, Honor Society, and basketball. She's not decided on what college she wants to attend, but would like to stick close to home. She wants to major in either chemistry or biology to pursue a career as a family medicine physician. Her favorite thing about school so far is starting to get future plans figured out and the excitement and other emotions that brings. She states that her role model is her mom because she has raised her to be the woman she is today. Her mom is always there for her in every situation and offers her advice, no matter if she takes it or not. Brooke states that she is also amazing at everything she does, especially at being a mom, and she hopes she can someday be as good of a mother to her future children as she is. Brooke says, "Sorry, Dad, you're great too." Our fifth and final king candidate is Seth Cowell. Seth is escorted in by his parents, Amy and Shane Cowell. He has a sister, Kate. He is involved in football and baseball. He is interested in Lake Area Tech for auto body classes, business classes, and mechanical classes. His favorite thing about the school year so far is sleeping in class. He views his father as his role model for how he taught him a great work ethic and that all good things you have to work for and how just to be a gentleman and a respectful person. His dad would have him in the shop working on things, teaching him life lessons all the time, and is just a great person to look up to, and he does a really good job at leading by example. Our fifth and final queen candidate is Avery Shears. Avery is escorted by her parents, Ryan and Jamie Shears. She has three sisters, McKinley, Lexi, and Oakland. She plans to study radiology and nursing following high school. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, student council, and honor society. Her favorite thing about the school year so far is being able to go home for PSEO classes. Avery's role model is her mom because she pushes her every day to be a better person and supports her in everything she does.
Our 2024 King and Queen will be crowned by last year's Homecoming King and Queen, Haley Wigton and Joe Day. Joe is studying at Wayne State College and will be transferring to South Dakota School of Mines and Tech in January to study meteorology. Haley is studying secondary history education at SMSU. She is enjoying living on campus all by herself and is enjoying college. Thank you both for taking the time out of your weekend to be with us today.
This year's first grade Prince and Princess. As a way to show our gratitude, we would like to present you with this autographed football and volleyball, which has been signed by our varsity players. Thank you, Nora and Kaden. We hope you both have a great week at school. Funny and maybe even embarrassing stories about our candidates that were submitted by their parents. Our first story is about Eli, submitted by his dad. When Eli was 7 years old, he went out in the fall to help his dad clean up the garden. As they started to pull up different plants, Eli found a bell pepper plant, or what he thought was an innocent bell pepper plant. Eli decided to do what every little kid does and play Johnny Appleseed by tearing the peppers apart and planting the tiny seeds in the ground. After planting about half the seeds, Eli went to his dad and said, "Dad, my hands feel weird." And upon turning around, Chris noticed that Eli was not holding a bell pepper, but a jalapeno pepper. Chris told Eli, "Go to the house and wash your hands with toothpaste to stop the burning from the jalapeno. And whatever you do, make sure that you do not touch your face until you wash your hands."
Eli proceeds to go to the house and made it about halfway there when Chris heard a pain-stricken scream come from Eli. And Chris knew instantly that Eli had to have touched his face. Chris ran over and scooped up Eli in his arms and carried him into the kitchen, calling out to Amy to get the saline solution to flush out the pepper juice from Eli's eyes. Chris laid the screaming Eli on the kitchen counter and pulled open the now very red and swollen eye and flushed it with saline solution. After a quick rinse, the burning started to subside, and Eli started to calm down. As Chris started explaining to Amy that Eli had just learned the hard lesson not to touch your eyes when dealing with the jalapeno pepper seeds, Eli looked up at Chris and said, "Thanks, Dad, that feels better," right as Eli started rubbing the tears out of his eyes. Which led to Eli screaming, "Ah, my eyes, my eyes." Let's just say Eli hasn't touched a jalapeno pepper seeds since.
The next story that we have is from Trinity's mom. My mom had a male cat named Sammy. Trinity was about 3 or 4 and picked up Sammy backwards and was snuggling Sammy's butt. She rubbed her face in the butt and the clearly noticeable testicle region with her cheek kept saying, "So soft." Until we had to tell her to put the cat down. Our next story is from Chase's mom. When Chase was 4 years old, we were traveling through the Colorado airport. Terry took him into the busy bathroom and into a stall. While in there, Chase loudly said, "Dad, you and me both have big peepees, don't we?" And everyone in the bathroom started laughing out.
Our next story is about Adelia. After grappling with her mother for 24 hours, our daughter arrived in this world as a fierce baby girl. The next day, due to a fever, we were forced to leave her in the NICU, and she has been a fighter and a strong, independent lady ever since. At age 3, she informed us that she was curious about what was under the skin on our noses. After watching a YouTube video with her mom that showed a rather graphic nose surgery, her complete wonder and amazement proved to be a first step toward her future as a physician. She successfully pulled her first calf at age 12, and she likely recalls shrieking with excitement after spending 90 minutes on the phone with her very patient dad as he coached her through fixing a broken cattle waterer from a few hundred miles away. Her resolve in the face of 2 knee surgeries and 70 PT visits to return to sports was nothing short of Herculean, and she did it with grace, grit, and a smile. Oh, and if you didn't already know, she can bake better than your favorite grandma.
Our next story is about Luke, submitted by his mom. Luke was about 5 years old when we decided to get a puppy for the first time. We were living in town at the time, so decided to install an in-ground fence to keep the puppy from running off. Most people know how an in-ground fence works, but just in case you don't, there is a collar that goes on the dog, and if the dog gets too close to the fence, it will give it a little zap. That reminds the dog not to go any further. Well, one day we were sitting outside our neighbor's house, and for some reason we had the collar with us. I don't know where the dog was. But Luke, being very curious, said that he wanted to put it on and see what happens. Well, us being new and super smart parents laughed and said, "Okay, but put it on your ankle." Luke strapped it on his ankle and slowly began making his way towards the fence. Well, it was like that fence jumped right out of the ground and bit him. He started howling and jumping around and grabbing at the collar on his ankle to tear it off. We scrambled over to help him, but by the time we got there, he was in complete meltdown mode. We got the collar off his ankle, and he ran straight to the house and to his room. Needless to say, he refused to talk to us for the remainder of the night. Oops, sorry buddy, probably not a proud mom and dad moment. Hope you still love us anyway.
Our next story is about Brooke, submitted by her mom. Since Brooke was a little girl, she has always loved dressing up all things girly. She was always up for shopping trips with Mom. When we got home, she would very excitedly spread every item we had purchased out on the living room floor to show her dad. She has since learned that that presentation of that many purchases we made did not please her dad as much as it pleased her. But the show couldn't end there. Brooke was never big on watching movies or TV when she was little. It was hard to get her to sit through a kid's movie or a cartoon. But Toddlers and Tiaras, she could binge watch that show for hours at a time. Which is why, after every shopping trip, she not only had to lay out every item of new clothing to show off to her dad, but also needed to try them on and model them, toddler and tiara style. She wouldn't just put on an outfit and come out to show us. She insisted that I announced her with something like, "And here we have Brookie and her sassy polka dot sprinkler." She would then walk into the living room with her best pageant smile plastered on her face and hands held daintily at her sides, and turn in a slow circle to fully display her outfit. "Keep walking confidently, Brooke of Berry Pie. We know you have so much to show the world, and we are so proud of you."
Our next story is about Seth, submitted by his mom. Growing up, Seth's family raised a lot of pheasants, and the kids often helped with chores. One day, when Seth was in 2nd or 3rd grade, he was helping his dad with chores. Seth said, "Dad, I hope when I get older, my future girlfriend likes to hunt." His dad figured Seth said that so he and his girlfriend could hunt together, but Seth had other ideas. Seth said, "Someday when my girlfriend and I are hunting together, I will plant a pheasant in the field for us to shoot. Once we shoot it and the dog brings it back to my girlfriend, when she turns around, I will be down on one knee and the pheasant will have a ring tied around its foot, and that's how I will propose." Seth has always been the sweetest in the family.
Our next story is about Avery, submitted by her mom. When Avery was younger, she was a sleepwalker. She was about 4 years old when she was spending a weekend in Okoboji with her grandma. She had a big day doing all the things 4-year-olds do at the lake and headed to bed rather early as she was exhausted from her big day. A few hours after going to bed, her grandma heard something, and it was Avery. She was sleepwalking and decided that it was too far to walk to the bathroom. So, the middle of the hallway seemed to be a great place to stop and go to the bathroom. We are glad that her other sleepwalking adventures weren't so messy, and now that she is older, she cherishes a full night's rest and has stopped her late evening strolls.
Our next stories require us to show some video evidence, so candidates and representatives, if you could please exit the stage and join the audience. Our next story is about Jenna, submitted by her dad. At a very young age, Jenna decided that she was going to be a singer-songwriter. With most of her original songs are still a work in progress, Jenna did once sing the national anthem for us at home. Here's the video. Enjoy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, so well we proudly by the dawn's early light. Oh, say, can you see the dancing of the little and oh, say, can you see? Oh, we proudly see you.
Thank you, Jenna, for the great performance.
Last but not least, our next story is about Brooks, submitted by his mom. We all know that Brooks has a distinct level to his voice volume and speed and is capable of doing everything everyone else is doing. Like when coming down the steps in the morning, it often sounds like a herd of elephants. Or when he stubs his toe going up the steps, he can be heard in our film. This particular winter day while sledding at Home the Mountain in Lake Benton, he saw Braxton jump and jump an ice heave with his sled. So naturally, Brooks could do it too. He could have sworn he broke his tailbone and promised he was never going to do that again. But about 5 minutes later, Braxton jumped the ice heave again, this time laying on his stomach. So in true Brooks fashion, Brooks would have to try it again, this time standing up on a snowboard. This way, his tailbone was not on the ground, at least for some of the ride. Then there was this one time his voice level was at a 0. His Aunt Jackie just happened to walk through our backyard and saw this. Apparently we had just watched A Christmas Story and he was trying to be like Flick. This was the only time he tried this that we know. There was no loud volume or speed movement to this incident, but it has been framed a memory that comes around every winter in our house. Thank you, parents, for such great stories of our candidates.
We had a lot of fun surprising our candidates. We went to their houses to wake them up with a surprise. We then all met for breakfast on Monday morning at the Perkins. We hope to continue the fun this week with some awesome dress-up days and with a lot of fun events for the high school.
Monday, we have PJ Day, then Tropical Day on Tuesday, Jersey Day on Wednesday, Color War Day on Thursday, and ending the week with Spirit Day on Friday. Following the volleyball game on Tuesday, we will be having a movie night in the Ox Gym watching Twisters. And on Thursday night, we will be having a kickball tournament out on the football field. Friday morning, the entire school will take a photo in our spirit wear. Our staff will play against the volleyball team, and the high schoolers will be playing Ironman volleyball and powder puff football. Our parade will be at 1:30 on Friday with the same route as last year, with our pet fest to follow. We are excited for the fun week. Now please enjoy our videos of the candidates' early morning wake-ups.
You're a homecoming candidate.
It's not hot. And it's a girl. It's not popping. I don't know what this girl is.
Okay, well, there's your confetti. Good morning, Brooks. You're a homecoming candidate. Oh, I'm so excited. That's a lot. I'm so excited.
Good morning.
Good morning, Seth. You're a homecoming candidate. Also put nice words over that. Are you excited?
No. Oh, sleeping.
Good morning.
Oh my God. It's 5:30.
Good morning. Morning, Adelia. You're a homecoming candidate. Oh my God. Hi. Good morning, Luke. You're a homecoming candidate. Are you excited? Good morning, Avery. You're a homecoming candidate. We're doing this. Wake up, Ace. God, now you're making this up. Good morning, Brooke. You're a homecoming candidate.
It's yarn. Okay, God. Surprise! Good morning. Just wait for me to see it. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you.
Candidates, will you please join us back up on the stage? Next up, our candidates will participate in a little Q&A session with Brianna Pattison.
I'm Brianna, and I'm a senior on student council. And before we announce the homecoming king and queen, we're going to play a little game to test who knows each other better. So there's only one rule in this game, and it is that you cannot look at your partner's whiteboard. So first of all, the girls will have their whiteboards, and we are going to ask them a series of questions about the boys, and they are going to pick what they think the best answer is. Then, when they're all done writing, the boys will get up and go stand behind them, and they will show the audience their boards. And then we will go one by one, and they will tell us what their answer is, and we will see who knows each other best. All right, so ladies, our first question is, what is your candidate's partner's favorite movie genre? Everybody done? Okay, don't show the audience yet. Boys, get up and go stand behind them. Girls, don't show them your whiteboards. When they're behind you, you can show the audience. Okay, we're gonna go down the line. Eli, what is your favorite movie genre?
I'm gonna have to say thriller.
Is that thriller? Comedy. Okay, Chase.
Does sports count?
Yes. Trinity? Thriller.
Comedy?
Comedy. Good job. Okay.
Comedy?
Action. Okay, last.
Comedy?
Yep. Okay, at least some of you know each other. All right, our next question. Don't show the boys your boards. Is going to be, what is their favorite hobby? Perfect. Okay. All right, favorite hobby, you don't cheat.
Hunting.
Yeah? Hunting and fishing. Perfect.
Hunting.
Playing sports.
Video games.
Xbox.
Video games.
Hunting.
Hunting and fishing.
Fixing broken things. No? Okay, turn around. Our next question is, how many siblings do they have and what are their names? turn around. We're starting with Chase.
Allie and Kai.
Perfect.
Audrey, Aylin, and Will.
3 for 3.
Peyton and Braxton.
Mm-hmm.
Kate.
Yep. Okay, Amelia. Ready?
Okay, I got 4. I got Faith, Elizabeth, Silas, and Zach.
Almost. Just about. All right. We have 2 more questions. Our next question is, who is their favorite teacher? Good? Okay.
Mr. Whitty.
No.
Mr. Kern.
Mr. Kern.
Mrs. Moe.
That's not Mrs. Moat.
Justin Bison.
Yep.
Downstairs Spicy.
Yep. Okay, we have one final question. Girls, turn around. What do you think the boys' biggest red flag would be in a girl? What they don't like about girls? What is your biggest red flag in a girl? Are you ready, boys? Don't cheat.
How about being over 5'8"?
I literally said if they're mean. All right, Shake.
Flirting with other guys.
Bad manners. Same thing.
Is dumb.
Girls that are not Jenna.
If they're mean to their mom.
Lying.
Having an Adam's apple.
Avery said lying. Okay, that's all our questions for the girls. So if you want to give your whiteboards to the boys, and then they will answer some questions about you. You can sit down. Boys sit down, and girls get up. Okay, your first question's pretty easy. What's their favorite food? Only appropriate answers. Okay. Girls? Adelia, what is it? Brownies. Cake! Pretty close.
Lasagna.
Pizza. Costco orange chicken. Orange chicken.
Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
Taco Bell.
Poppy seed chicken bake.
Pasta. Okay, ladies, turn around. Our next question is, what month is their birthday in? Okay, ready? May. Not November.
September.
September. January. January.
March.
March.
November.
November. That was a good one. Okay, we have a hard one. How many pets do they have, and what are they? Living. Specific. All right, Amelia. What do you got? Okay, 1 dog and a lot of cows. What did you say? 80 cows and 3 dogs. Good guess.
1 dog and 1 cat.
She has pets. 0. None.
A dog.
A dog. No cat.
1 dog.
Close enough. All right, 2 more questions. Your next question is, what is their favorite subject in school? All right, ladies, ready?
Like science, like biology.
PSEO biology? Yeah, okay.
English.
English, not science.
English.
English,
Chemistry.
chemistry,
Math.
PSEO math? No. Okay, you have 1 more question. What is an ick for the girls? Like, what is the girl's biggest ick in a guy? Okay, ladies, ready?
When they're shorter than 5'8".
Correct.
When they're not good with kids.
Chase them when they stink.
When they aren't Luke.
When they aren't Luke.
When they're active on Snapchat and they don't answer you.
If they don't go to Minnesota.
If they don't think I'm funny.
Shorter than her. Close enough. All right, that's all our questions. Good job. You can take your seats back.
Thank you for a very informative Q&A session. At this time, we would like to thank a number of individuals for their help making this night and homecoming week possible. We would like to thank Johnson's Flower Box for the flowers, Miss Double D for photography, Sander Glynn, William Motes, Chris Janish, and Jacob Nillis for being our amazing tech crew, our custodial staff, Mr. Marlette, our TR staff, and administration for their support during our homecoming week. Without you, this would not be possible. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for.
We will now crown our 2024 RTR Homecoming King and Queen, courtesy of Haley and Joe. Will the King candidates please take center stage? Drum roll, please. Congratulations, King Chase. You may now ascend your throne.
Will the Queen candidates please take center stage? Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 RTR Royal Fort.
This concludes our 2024 RTR Homecoming Coronation. Thank you all for coming. Royalty, please remain on stage, and representatives, please join us on stage for a picture. Also, a reminder to all students that the dress-up day for tomorrow is PJ Day. Thank you and have a great night. Following pictures, will you please join us in the Knights Gym for glow-in-the-dark dodgeball. Have a good night.